Good morning. Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. You ever have one of those mornings? I just did. Where to start? My son wanted to do some chainsawing and he asked me, "Hey, do you have bar oil and gas for the saw?" I said, "Yeah." And so he showed up and I said, "Hey, make sure you wear chaps. I got a pair of chaps too." He's like, "Where are your chaps?" And I told him. I have two pairs of chaps. I have an old pair that has some of the buckles are kind of janky. And then I have a brand new pair that's orange. Couldn't find them. Couldn't find them. Like, rassle frassle, where are they? Get a little bit OCD. I start looking for them. Can't find them. So I give him the old chaps. And then he's loading everything up to our pickup truck, which was parked right here. I just parked it last night. Pickup truck won't start. Well, we normally park vehicles so that they're nose out, so that when something like you need to charge a battery, it happens. And I'm a little bit upset because that pickup truck's been running fine, so why the heck won't it start? Whatever, we deal with it. So my plan was, since the white pickup was parked nose facing this way, I was just going to back this one up, charge, get going. That's dead in the water. Now that's dead in the water because I never start it anymore. It's kind of dead right there for now. So then we're like, oh. So we get Jack. Thank God we have Jack. We pull the pickup out with Jack, start it with the Honda CRV, and then one of the other chauffeurs says, "Hey, I got my truck stuck down by the creek getting water. Four-wheel drive went out on it, and I can't get it up the hill." So I said, "What is going on, man? All our vehicles are down." Well, they're not all down. The CRV wasn't down. Jack wasn't down. And so you know what I did? I said a prayer. And when I said a prayer, the white pickup truck got started. We pulled the other pickup truck up from the creek with Jack. And oh, I also couldn't find my premix. I have premix that I bought the other day. I told you all about it. I looked everywhere for that. I was going crazy. Couldn't find it. So my son mixed up some premix, some mix, and then I found the premix. It was in our living room. The premix in the living room, where you keep your premix, right in your living room. And a coat was thrown over it on the floor, like you keep your coat on the floor, right? Oh, a place for everything and everything in its place. I have big plans for that building. Right now, that is a half organized, uh, badly stored storage building. It's not a shop by any means. I have plans for all my tools, dress right dress, wrenches, pliers, screwdrivers, hammers, dun, 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 everything in its place. A place for everything and everything in its place. Our problem heretofore is we don't yet have a place for everything. And that, my friends, creates a problem. We have a place where they're gonna go, and then sometimes laziness. There is a place for something. I tell you this, there's one place for fuel to go on this mountain, storage fuel, and it's not on my living room floor. Who put it on the living room floor? This guy. Better get your act together, PJ. Square yourself away. Fix yourself! But right now, everything's working. So praise the Father. Except this black truck, which my son said, "You want me to get that going?" I said, "No, don't worry about it right now. Let's do the things. It's fixing to rain. He wants to get some wood sawn, yada yada yada." But man, I was irritated at myself a lot. A lot of these problems are self-inflicted, and at just the situation in general. And I'm a grandpa, right? So I was descended upon by grandchildren this morning before I had my first sip of coffee. Raising children is a younger person's game. Oh, yeah. Bring me your children when I am well coffeed. I will spoil them, feed them sugar, and send them home to you. So today's day of prep, I've done nothing so far. I've done none of the work I have to do to get ready for tomorrow. Um, that's okay. The day's going better already. You ever have a day like that? So for you, Viking preparedness, things to think about. I spent the morning looking at gun racks. Like, how do you? I would like to hang some guns horizontally on a wall. And I was looking at the various racks, and I was looking at DIY racks and hidden racks, and dun 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 dun. When the chaos started, do you have a place for everything? Is everything in its place? I have a good friend, fellow Viking, brother, who taught me the phrase, if you can't put your hands on it in 15 minutes, you don't own it. You don't have it. You should be able to put your hands on everything within 15 minutes. So that means the stuff that you put away seasonally up in the attic or out in the garage or something, you should still be able to get to that in 15 minutes. You should know where your stuff is. And it should all be kept. I had a lot of good habits when I was in the military. I retired and slowly lost a couple of them, and I'm thinking it's time to get them back. In the military, you never finish a day without putting everything away in a proper condition. Muddy shovel, you'll clean that shovel before you put it back in the rack there, troop. Oh, yeah. Vehicles filled with gas, parked correctly. Drip pans underneath them. Everything's put away. There's no mess. There's no stuff laying around. And why is that? Because it's efficient and you can get to it when you need it. Time to tighten some things up around here. All right. I'll see you out there.